Steel Authority of India Limited, or SAIL, is the biggest steel company in the country, and it is still in the process of growing. And they have a massive expansion plan. To talk more about it, we have with us Mr. C.S. Verma, Chairman of Steel Authority of India Limited. So there has been a lot of talks about SAIL's expansion, but that has not conceptualized. Yes, there is there, but it is not taking in place. It is not on time. There is a lot of criticism about that. So what do you have to talk about say about it?
See, presently our capacity is 14 million ton per annum. We are escalating it to 23 million ton per annum. I mean hot metal capacity. We had taken up a massive expansion cum modernization program, and this program was taken up 3 years back. The total cost of the expansion and modernization program is about 62,000 crore. Against this, we already placed orders for about 56,000 crore, and against that, we already incurred expenditure of about 37,000 crore. Now, it's wrong to say that it's not taking pace and is not keeping up with the schedule. See that because all the plants parallelly they are undergoing, they are implementing various schemes of expansion modernization. So a lot of things are happening in all the plants, in all the 5 plants, and many of the schemes they have already started. Many of the schemes they are in the pipeline. They are getting started this year. You see that all the schemes, their total number of schemes is more than 400 number. Now 400 number of schemes cannot be started at one day or at one point in time. There has to be phasing of the start of the various schemes. All the schemes are at different levels of implementation. There have been some delays here and there, but by and large, except leaving Banpur, everything is as per the schedule.
What about the Bhilai plants, sir? There has been some talks about getting the Govt mines, but because of the some problems, the security related problems, that was not started. But now I believe the CISF has given assurance of security. So when can we see the iron ore mining starting there and you getting the mines, sir?
See, all our approvals regarding Govt mines, they are in place since 2009. But there have been issues of the security. Because it's a Naxal affected area, so we wanted to have the deployment of CISF people. There was a meeting taken by the Home Secretary, and now it has been decided in principle to deploy some battalions of the CISF or CRPF, or maybe a mix of these various security forces. I think it should happen in the next coming months. Then we should be in a position to start restart doing the forest felling, tree felling, and then the construction of the railway line, which had been stopped or which is on hold last a couple of months, will again be taken up. So we can start. We can hope that in the coming years we'll be able to start mining operations in Govt mines.
And what about Chiria mines? I mean, what is happening there? Because it has gone out of news also.
See that we had received about a year back stage number 1 approval for Chiria. There were a number of conditions attached to stage number 2, and once we have complied with the conditions, only then we can go to stage number 2 approval, and only then we can go ahead with the investment. We can start the mining operation. Now all the conditions which were attached to the stage number 1 approval, they are by and large getting complied, and we are prepared to apply for the stage 2 approval. Once we get the stage 2 approval, then we will get all of our plans approved, and we'll go ahead for making investment for starting the mining operations. See, our Steel Authority of India, we are having the iron ore mines only for the captive steel making. We are not allowed to sell the iron ore in the market. We are not buying any iron ore from the. We are not buying any iron ore from the market. Today, our requirement of iron ore per annum is about 24 million ton, and we are generating iron ore 24 million ton. Post expansion, our requirement will be about 42 million ton. We are fully geared up to produce iron ore 42 million ton, which will be producing it. Total reserves of iron ore of the various mines available with the sale is roughly about 2.5 to 3 billion ton.
And what about coking coal? Because that is the second raw material which is causing a lot of problems. So you have formed ICVL also, but that has also, that is a lot of criticism where it's following, because you are chairing the board of ICVL. So what is happening on that front, sir?
See, as far as coking coal is concerned, there have been a very high degree of volatility in the coking coal prices. Coking coal prices, which were $125 per ton on a FOB basis in April 2010, it went up to a high level of $350 per ton. But now again, the coking coal prices they have started tapering down, and now the prices are prevailing around $200 to $210 per ton in Australia, and maybe around $170 $175 per ton in USA. Now, as far as ICVL is concerned, the company about 2.5 years old, number of projects have been taken up for due diligence. We have signed a MOU with the government of Indonesia also for a government-to-government allocation of a coking coal mine. But see that since there have been a very high degree of volatility in the coking coal prices, especially last 1.5 year, 2 year, I have given the example. The last 2 years, the prices have moved from 125 to 350, again back to around 200 and less than 200. So in such a regiment where there have been a very high degree of volatility, to carry out the due diligence and to find the actual valuation, optimistic valuation, was a Herculean task. Right. But nevertheless, 4 or 5 proposals, they are at a different levels of due diligence. The market capitalization of the big coal companies, which was a peak high 6 months back, they are also tapering down. So I think it's a blessing in disguise. But now that markets have cooled off, I think it's a time to buy, and we are on the job. We are carrying out the due diligence, and I think if everything goes well, we should be in a position to strike some deal in the future.
India's #1 news app just got even better. Download NDTV's new app, fully optimized for retina display, full screen view, faster response time, and Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.